Hello again, YouTubers. This is Nicholas Niglick. I have a request from a Mandy to do a new work and show the layers. I will be picking ultimately at random. She requested a female, so we're going to go ahead and do a female. And then we're going to show, I'm going to upload a TIFF to GitHub with JPEG compression so that it actually fits GitHub. We need 1.5 gigs, or we need to upload lower quality work. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Anyway, so here we are in ACDC Photo Studio Ultimate, still the trial. She requested a female, any female, not a nude. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and those are over finished, so we're going to go ahead and try something unusual. YouTube deal with nudity. And we'll see what we can do. Whatever it loads. Alright, I'll just pick it random. Not that one. This is model released, but a young woman, and I'd rather not have her an object of affection to anyone out on the internet. This is fine then. I'll go with this one. Nice and underexposed. We'll fix it up. Takes a little while to catch up. All right, so this is Lauren. We shot a little bit early on the shoot. We have some pens and bra lines. We're just waiting for them to disappear in the shoot. We'll either use that idea or remove them, which will take forever. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the idea as a compositional element. What we have here is we have a composition of a loop, ultimately, surrounding the center with a few elements that are nice and slowing to that circle. Look at this. This is unusual. This is C7. This is maybe C3. Cervical 7, cervical 3. And these are thoracic vertebrae. Thoracic vertebrae. Where do you start and stop, Lauren? Is the only question we have. Interesting. You have an interesting body, Lauren. But I'm going to go ahead and continue work. Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and remove these blemishes to the composition, not to the body. It's important. It's deeply important to recognize that people are individual and their blemishes are their personality and identity itself. We're not dating Greek statues when we date someone. We instead date an individual that is real. That's what realism is about, even in photography. So we're going to need to punch the exposure. Nobody ever does this because they think it's a broken shot. Well, guess what? It's not. I'm going to bring up histogram. You can see the histogram up here. We have a 50% gray, maybe 56% gray exactly. We're just going to keep on punching it and see if we can find the broadest. Oh, too high contrast. Too high contrast. What most people would think, wouldn't they? But this is good. This is good. We have a deep black, and we have a maybe 90% gray in the tone of the skin. We're just gonna some highlight enhancement. Pull that black, pull that whites down, get some skin tone back, and zoom in close. Take a look at the skin tone. Oops, I can just go ahead and click this. Oops. Alright, so we have noise. Take care of that too. But I need to see skin texture. All right, we're not blown out, and we still have hair. Low chromatic aberration we have up here. Let's take care of that right away. How do we do that? Chromatic aberration, by the way, is we have extreme contrasts. Um, Even with the best lenses, under the worst conditions, that have chromatic aberration. When you have, and this is one of the best lenses on Earth shot with. Firstly shot with the Canon 5 DSR, which is a great 52 megapixel camera. But with the 1.2 85 millimeter L2, which is a top-notch lens on Earth for portraits. Anyway, oh, it's the 50 millimeter, just as good. I switched lenses. Sorry about that. It was a 50 millimeter and divided out of here. Sometimes I accidentally lie. I assumed I did it with 85. So let's see. Chromatic aberration. Detail. There we go. Let's see what we can do. It is a magenta aberration. So we're going to go ahead and pick it. Oh, wrong way. Oh, too far. We're just going to neutralize that red. And that's it. We're done. -3, if you can believe it. Fixed it. Next one, different strength. It was high strength, so we're going to go ahead and heighten it to see if we can get rid of it even more. We'll move it around, take a look. Other areas of contrast. And it's done. You can even see the hair now along the back. Alright, so skin tone. We gotta do a little bit of sharpening. I generally sharpen where the skin is just about. There we go. I'm gonna sharpen here. So I have a few lines of. She's a very athletic person, but we have a few lines of detail in the midriff of the thigh. So we're gonna go ahead and sharpen there. See what we can do without making it too crunchy, as that would miscommunicate the mass. Okay, that's about as far as we can go. I'm gonna mask it a bit, bring it down, and then we have lots and lots of noise now. So we're gonna go ahead and smooth that out. Luminance. Luckily, we have very little color noise because of the quality of the lens. Oh my god. That's too much. I think it's a very big image. Let's see. What's this? Always a balance. Always a balance. Oh, now we have the checkerboard starting up again. So 24. Yeah. Now we're gonna, oops, preserve detail. We're gonna lower down on accident. That works for me. Preserve detail threshold. We are going to lower down on color aberration. We're gonna zoom in a little closer. Take a look at color aberration. Right now we're 1:1. Let's go to 300 and take a look. Okay, so if you can see here, it says red pixel, green pixel, blue pixel, or something along those lines. Red pixel, green pixel, blue pixel. We need to settle, you can see it more here. So we need to do a couple things. A little less sharpening, probably, and a little more color resurrection. And I tend in my photographs to do a lot of painting. You can see it disappear as we go along, but I tend in my photographs to do a lot of painting. So I probably will wash out somehow the not chromatic aberration, but the color noise. We'll see. So back to tune. I wish there's a fit to window. There might be in sometime in the future. You can take it to 10,000%, which is totally cool, but totally wacko. Alright, so there we are again. The more beautiful image. Look at this. Look at this subtle change in tone. To the silhouette. This is mass. This is silhouette. This is background. Such a beautiful image. Now, you guys saw it at the beginning. So, I wonder what we'll do next. Alright, so we're going to drop the saturation slightly. Again, just a slight attack on that. We're going to add saturation later. And again, but a slight attack on that color noise. Just for the utmost equality. And then let's play around with it, I guess. So, we're set. So we're going to go ahead and take it over to the Gimp. I'm going to save it out as a TIFF. First I'm done. Line changes. Did that just happen? Is this a TIFF already? No, it's still a CR2. Alright, I'm going to, since that's saved, I'm going to go ahead and jump back into develop and then export. On the desktop, so it's easy for me to find. Blah, 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 blah. Lots and lots of photos, lots and lots of junk on my desktop. Folder. Create a new folder. Just for something to find. We'll call this YouTube. Really? You gotta be joking. You. I'm good at that. I'm going to delete this one. We can't delete this one. I'll rename this. I'm gonna save it in there. A JPEG. Want a TIFF. Everything preserved. It's loading CR2, which is amazing. It's already loaded. Ooh, maybe it's interesting. Maybe it's running through all of the non-destructive steps. Maybe, I don't know. I'm still learning ACDC. Photo Studio Ultimate, it's good. Or Acid C, as some pronounce it. And it didn't ask me what kind of compression I wanted, which is good. I wanted none. So I'm just going to close this down and open up the Gimp. By the way, you guys need to tell me in your comments how long you want the videos to be. Because I can spend days to months on an image. But we'll do a quick demo here. So I'm sure you guys wouldn't want to watch a video that's days to months long, in other words. Yonkers. Paid for, by the way. Oh, duh. YouTube last one, imagine that. By the way, PSCs are a thing of the past. 16 bits per channel. 8-bit is fine. 16 bits per channel is for specialized uses, such as Canon use. Because it gives more information, such as the infrared and ultraviolet light from the sensor. Canon's been experimenting with deep HDR. Alright, so here we are with the photo. First and foremost, we're just going to go ahead and create an edit layer, because I do that all the time. Forgive me if it's a little fast at this point. You can watch my other videos for me learning how to use the software. So I'm still learning, of course. I'll just edit and switch this off. So now I'm going to press 2. What did I press? 2? Really? Believe it or not, zoom in. Not that close. Must be a bug. Bugs happen for for-profit software, let alone for there we go. We'll just go to the navigator. Navigator. It'll be expanded, I'm sure. Yes, I can. Does you remember the obtrusive? It'll probably be compressed too. Yes, get it out of the way. You remember the obtrusive spot right about there? We gotta get rid of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and with the stamp tool. And we have not so big of a challenge here. We can see the grain of the skin, right? It passes in this direction through the mole. And we're going to just go with the grain. As always with the contour. The reason is you don't want to... We'll just go with the grain and the contour. If you don't understand why, just do it anyway. That's too high opacity. Put it down to 35 is fine. Quick work. Yeah, I'm doing it with the grain of the skin so that I follow the body's own tracking of mark. Oh, broke my own rolls. That's okay. And that visible is equal to this. So it's a modeling that is equal to other modeling in the area. Believable, and let's move on. Alright, so can I? Yes, I can. Oh, that's a killer feature in itself. Do you guys see it expanding? What happened? Oh, you guys see it expanding as I. This is obtrusive to people. I'm gonna get rid of that too. You can see the grain of the skin as it passes over scapula. I'm doing it just with the skin. This isn't a severe spot anyway. Just get it out of the way. Again, matches other modeling in the area. So I'm gonna zoom out to 100%. Or we'll zoom out to a little farther than that so take a look at what's going on. Please stop making me click the image in order to move it, Gimp. All right. We can call it done, or we can call it needs to be painted. What do you guys think? 1, 2. I'm gonna flip a coin. Same coin as before, but not landing on my Wacom tablet and moving things. Heads is we're done. Tails is we paint it. That's tails. You guys got another 15 minutes of video. Alright. So let's see, we have some major color here, and the ear is the major color. It's all an anomaly, but that's okay. We can handle that. So let's take a look. We have the silhouette of the nipple, nice brown. We possibly can bring over a tone just to dash the areola and not pop it. Not pop it, but instead bring a counterpoint to the weight of the ear. I'm going to pause the video for a second. I'm getting a headache.